Hey guys, welcome to the Storybook Panda channel. We left off last time with the mysterious man who saved Charity finally revealing his true identity as the powerful Sixth Prince of Jin. If you need a quick refresher, check out the previous videos. Otherwise, let's see what happens next. So without further ado, here we go! Ngan Leet saw that Charity's expression changed once he revealed himself as the Sixth Prince of Jin. I had long heard about the wonders of the South, he said to Charity. Last year, I asked my father to allow me to lead a mission to the South to collect our annual tribute from the Song Empire, as it was late. Annual tribute? Charity asked. Yes, every year the Song Empire pays a tribute of a few 100,000 pieces of silver to the Jin so that we don't invade them. So I made my way to the South and demanded the payment from Chancellor Han. I told him if we don't receive it within a month, his next visitors will be my soldiers. He paused and chuckled. And of course, we received the tribute even before I left the city. Certainly, I didn't have to go myself, he continued. But I wanted to see the beauty of the South, the scenery, the people, and the customs. And fate had it that I was so lucky to meet Milady and have you save my life. Charity felt a terrible panic. She grew up with stories from her father of how the Jin had massacred the peasants of the north and have captured Song emperors on multiple occasions. I'll be on my way now to get some new clothes for you, said the Jin prince as he stepped out. Charity once again felt helpless. Her husband was dead and she had been tricked by Ngan Leet. She was now convinced that the kindness he had shown her over the past couple of days were rooted in dishonorable intentions. She felt powerless to do anything and cried into her pillow. As Ngan Leet made his way through the lively streets of Gaheng, he heard the sound of horse trotter get louder and louder from behind him. He turned around and moved to the side to let the horse and its master pass. What an amazing horse, he thought. He continued to watch. The rider was a short and stocky fellow, but his horsemanship was amazing. Ngan Leet was born into a military family and trained with elite horsemen at home, but he's never seen someone handle a horse like this before. He made up his mind. He had to try to recruit the horsemen to join the Jin. He followed the horseman to a beautiful restaurant called the Garden of the Eight Drunken Immortals. Ngan Leet got a table within viewing distance of the horseman, who had also been seated at a table. The garden was Gaheng's most famous restaurant, which sat on the bank of the South Lake. The Sixth Prince of Jin couldn't help but smile at the beautiful scenery surrounding the restaurant as he patiently observed. Just as he was planning out on how to recruit this horseman, he noticed a boat approaching the restaurant through South Lake at a fantastic speed. He admired the power that the oarsman possessed. As the boat got closer and docked, he realized it was in fact an oarswoman that possessed that power. She was accompanied by a man who carried firewood with him up to the restaurant. They greeted the horseman as third brother, and the horseman greeted them back as fourth brother and seventh sister. Minutes later, a whole host of characters showed up. 7 of them in total congregated at the table and greeted each other. This intrigued Ngan Leet. Each of them had unique characteristics and clearly did not share any resemblance with one another, but they greeted each other as if they were family. He observed each of them intently. The man they referred to as Big Brother was a man dressed in rags who dragged an iron staff he used to assist in his walking. He had a clear white film over his eyes. Second brother was someone he had recognized from his inn. It was the scholar from the inn. He saw that the scholar offered to pay for their meal and immediately recognized the silver. It was the scholar that robbed him of his money. Anger stirred up in him, but he was also impressed. Third brother was the stocky horseman. Fourth brother was the young man who was carrying the firewood. He was burly and had freakishly large hands and feet. Fifth brother was exceptionally tall and sturdy. Sixth brother was a shorter man with pale skin. And finally, seventh sister was a young girl, slim with large eyes, probably 16 or 17 years of age. Shortly after, a Buddhist monk appeared. "Dai Si, it's so good to see you," said the big brother. "7 heroes of the South, thank you so much for answering my plea for help," said the monk. "And thank you for your never-waning sense of justice." "Dai Si, do not thank us. We are indebted for your daily kindness," responded the big brother. "Why did this fellow challenge you to a fight? He must not think much of us of the southern Molam." His sentence was interrupted by creaking wooden steps, progressively getting louder. They could hear the restaurant staff exclaim, "Hey, you can't take that up there, stop!" It sounded like some oversized animal steadily mounting the stairs. When the creaking stopped, Ngan Leet was astonished. It was a man carrying a full-size temple censer made of bronze with one hand. That man was none other than the Taoist priest, Yao Chu Gei. And that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Leave your questions or comments below and I'll be sure to address them in the near future. And I'll see you next time on Storybook Panda.